Check it out with Keith David first, because in Platoon there must have been a time, either in pre-screening training or in production itself, where you were cold, hungry, tired, confused, thinking, what in the world am I doing?
You know, and that is how I felt a lot of times while we were doing this. It was like, you know, well, this is what you wanted, fella. But actually, it was wonderful, because it was one of the few times that hands-on experience bore a very direct route to what had to be done, and I would not have wanted to do the film without having had that training. In fact, I shudder to think what it would have been like if we had come in from LA, flew in, you know, I flew in from New York, and gone to LA, got into the Philippines, and immediately started shooting.
As it was, you were issued weapons, you were issued equipment, you had to keep track of it all, just like the real thing.
Exactly.
And that's tough, to keep track of all that stuff on the move.
Oh, man. There are a few times when things did get lost, and it was, you know, it was like it was hell to pay.
Oliver Stone says that a few times when we see you guys kind of straggling along, looking a bit hunted and a bit gaunt, we're seeing the real thing.
But I lost at least 20 pounds in the Philippines. You know, I wanted to, and so I mean, I worked out and, you know, did the PT, and I did, you know, I kept working out during the day to do that, but I was surprised that it was able to take it off so quickly, because it was like, you know, within the 2 weeks before we started filming, I'd lost quite a lot of weight, you know.
Speak to those out there who are too young to have known the Vietnam experience. You were too young, and yet in this project you've learned a lot. What can a viewer learn from watching just a movie? What can a viewer learn here?
First of all, it's not just a movie.
Okay.
It's an experience. I think when you see this film, you cannot do the usual distancing thing you can do with films that start to get a little heavy and say, well, it's not about me and it doesn't concern me.
Every one of us knows somebody up on that screen, I would think.
Yeah, I mean, if one of them isn't your brother or your cousin or something, you know somebody who has gone through this experience, and maybe they don't look like that guy, but my God, that, I mean, you have that identifying factor.